NASA could put humans in orbit around Mars in the year 2033. 2033 is not arbitrary. It's when there's a pretty good orbit. There's pretty good orbits happen often enough, but 2033 is a real good orbit of the Earth and Mars. So you could get humans in orbit around Mars without raising the NASA budget beyond letting it increase with inflation, which is an increase, but not an extraordinary one. Furthermore, in order to pull this off without any increase in the NASA budget, everybody has to stick to these agreements that NASA will no longer be the lead funder or supporter of the International Space Station in 2024. That they're going to retire the space station or let commercial entities take it over. But if you did that, really stuck to the agreements, and you let the NASA budget increase with inflation, you could have humans orbiting Mars in 2033. If the Mars 2020 rover is enabled to land at a place where there might be salty water or ancient salty water and were to discover evidence of life, perhaps we would accelerate that schedule. As we say, if you really had a plan to really put humans orbiting Mars in 2033, which would enable them to land 2, 3, or 4 years later, land on Mars, people would come out of everywhere to volunteer for that mission. We have astronauts, we'd have mission controllers, we'd have engineers, we'd have venture capitalists enabling new technologies to be sold to NASA or other space agencies. And if you included other space agencies around the world, Roscosmos, the Russian space agency, Chinese space agency even, which is politically difficult but nevertheless possible, Indian Space Research Organization, JAXA, Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency. If you included all those guys, you could lower the price for NASA and then really enable humans to get there in new, cool ways. And the reason to go, everybody, is not to go live on Mars. That's just beyond, you just haven't thought through how difficult that is. When there's nothing to breathe, not just nothing to drink or eat, but nothing to breathe, that makes it complicated. Okay, then, but if you were to find evidence of life, it would change the course of human history. Not overnight, but over the course of months and years, everybody would get to thinking about what it means to be a living thing in the cosmos, and it would change us.